All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Jocelyn, for the introduction. So I'm Saimir. I study electrical engineering at UBC, and I started introducing Oigo to you today. So, I have a bit of a problem with the way education works today. First off, lectures only happen once, and if you happen to miss it, there really isn't too much you can do. You can ask a classmate for notes, but they're subjective and you never really know what they've missed. It's the 21st century. There has to be a better way. 2, when you're in a university lecture, you should be spending your time understanding and absorbing as much information as possible. Trying to multitask by doing all of this and transferring it to your own words and writing it down is inefficient and can cause you to miss key information. It's the 21st century. There has to be a better way. Now, some students have taken to actually recording the lectures in order to mitigate some of these problems. While this does offer quite a few benefits, it does have its drawbacks as well. Just picture this. It's 1 a.m. You have a final tomorrow at 8. You're trying to sift through hours of audio to find that 5-minute snippet where your professor talked about engine efficiency 3 weeks ago. For all of you that are doubting whether this happens, this happens. It's the 21st century. There has to be a better way. Introducing Oigo. In one sentence, Oigo is an AI-driven speech-to-text annotation platform that allows university students to record their lectures and provides them with a transcript as well as the ability to actually search through the audio for any topic that they desire. Now, how does it all work? Well, it's very simple. So students go to their lectures, they open our app, they begin recording, put their phone aside and forget about it and simply focus on the lecture. While this is happening, the audio is being uploaded to our servers where we are using our special Oigo magic sauce to analyze the audio, to provide the transcript, and all the features. Now, what exactly does this all mean? What does this mean we can offer to students? Well, first, there's a transcript. Everything that was discussed during the lecture is available to the student in the form of text. 2, there's the ability to actually search through the audio for any topic they desire. So in my previous example, all I would have had to do is simply type in engine efficiency, and instantly that exact 5-minute snippet, as well as a transcript and any relevant resources online and offline to help supplement the learning will be provided. 3, we provide the ability for the student to actually translate the transcript. So for international students, language barriers will become barriers no more. And finally, we provide the ability for students to actually share this audio, so students that use Oigo will never miss a lecture again. Now, in terms of the market, so in Canada alone, there are 209 post-secondary educational institutions. That's a total addressable market size of 2 million plus students. At $10 per month, that's a monthly revenue of $20 million in potential. Now, which other organizations are exploring this problem today? Well, first, there's a company called Trint. Now, Trint is an online platform that focuses on transcription and transcription only. They make no effort to do any sort of topic analysis, which is searching through the audio or translation. And then not only that, they charge $20 per hour of audio to do this. That's for 3 lectures, that's $120. Not exactly ideal for a university student. Second, we have Otter. Now, Otter actually does provide transcripts as well as the ability to share the data and search. However, Otter is focused on casual day-to-day conversation. And without getting into too much technical detail, the way traditional transcription service models work, they work very well for casual day-to-day conversation. However, they fall flat on their face as soon as any sort of technical jargon is introduced, like pretty much everything that is discussed in university lectures. This is where Oigo comes in. Oigo will have discipline-specific transcription models that are developed that will be able to actually transcribe what is being discussed accurately so students can have useful information after the lecture. Now, in terms of pricing, so we will provide the fundamental features of Oigo for free for all students. Now, that includes transcription, the ability to search through the audio, and the ability to share the audio. And with all this, we will provide models that will work with most classes that are available in first year for students, such as English, philosophy, etc. Now, for a premium at $9.99 per month, we will open Oigo for personal and business use. We will provide the ability for students to actually translate the transcription, and we will make discipline-specific models available to students. So, for example, in upper years, when you're talking about mathematics or physiology, that's where this will come in. Now, why do we do this? Why don't we just charge everyone the same rate? Well, Oigo is one of those organizations where the more users that it has, the better it becomes. With more users comes more data, and with more data comes better algorithms and models to provide our services. So in essence, what we're really doing is we are using the student version, the free version, to drive and supercharge the premium version. Now, launch strategy. So in March of 2019, we will have a fully demoable version of Oigo available for use that'll work in casual conversation. Now, from May to July of 2019, that's where we'll be starting to compile data and start training the models for specific disciplines so that Oigo can actually be used in universities. We'll debut with 3 models, one for physics, one for physiology, and one for economics. At the same time, we'll be working on establishing key partnerships with post-secondary institutions to make sure that when we do launch, everyone will know Oigo's in town. Finally, in September 2019, just in time for the school year, we will have our full production-ready version of Oigo launched and available for use for all students. Now, Japan has one of the highest post-secondary enrollment rates of any country at 40%. Not only that, the average Japanese household spends 15.8% of their income on supplementary material for the students in the form of after-school classes called juku and tutoring, etc. For these reasons and the importance that education has in Japanese culture, we believe that Japan is the right place to expand as Oigo evolves. So we plan on saying hello in 2021. So what's next? Why am I here today? Well, I'm confident that I can handle the technical side of the business very well as the, to a certain degree, the executive side. However, what I do lack is experience in actually scaling and growing tech companies. And I'm not afraid to admit where my weakness is. So for this reason, I'm here to ask you today for advisors that specialize in the growth and the scaling of tech companies to help me in this journey. Someone is going to capitalize on this $20 million a month industry. Find me during the break to find out why that'll be Oigo. Thank you.
Okay, I'm impressed. Get your checkbooks ready, people. All right, so we have some time for a question from the audience. Scotty.
First of all, I have an investor for you, so we'll talk after. But why not the U.S. also? Japan makes sense, but why not the U.S. too, given the amount of post-secondary education there?
Do you want to come to that?
Yes. Okay, great question. Why not the U.S.? Well, the reason why I focused on Japan specifically is because, for example, that 15.8% that I said that they spend on income, that's 5 times more than what Americans spend, by the way, on supplementary material. So I believe that Japan will be a better place for, at least initially, of course, for Oigo to grow and evolve because, due to just the importance that's placed on education. And I think the U.S. is definitely up afterwards, but from what I've looked at and like the culture that I've observed in my friends who come from Japan, it's just a better environment for Oigo to fully realize its potential initially before expanding worldwide. So I hope that answers your question.
It's not every day you get called out by Scotty, eh? I will tell you, I just met a Japanese family that just moved here with their young children for the purpose of learning English alone. And the daughter is at my daughter's ballet school where everything's in French, so at least she can understand that part. But so congratulations. I have a certificate for you. I think we need to get a photo.